I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin Stampin' Hood. Hi Stampers, it's Robin with Robin Stampin' Hood. I just wanted to do a real quick video. I've been meaning to do this for a while on how to use up some of your 12 by 12 paper. So I know you're hoarding it out there, hoping that you'd use it for a scrapbook page or maybe even on a card, but you just haven't gotten around to it. And now you have tons and tons and tons of it. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make a cute little gift bag. We all need gift bags for your moms, for birthdays, for Father's Day. I'm always digging around looking for one. So here's a real easy way. Take you less than 5 minutes to make one for yourself once you've got it down pat. All you need is some 12 by 12 paper. I know you got it, so go run get it. And I'm going to use two exactly the same sheets. This sheet is actually out of the birthday memories, out of the annual catalog. And you just need some ribbon and your scoreboard or your cutter scorer. I like using my cutter, so we're going to use that. But first, before we start, I just want to tell you something. I am really goal oriented and I'm looking for some sales this month. And here is a little incentive for you. We're going to use a bone folder later to work on our score lines. And look at this cute bone folder with my name on it. Oh, there might be some dog hair there too. And Robin Stampin' Hood. Is that the most adorable thing you ever did? My sweet friend Tamara Davis with Ta-Da Moments. She did this for me and some of the gals that went to a winter or a fall retreat in September. So I decided that if you spend with me this month, online only, this is only good for online, not through my clubs or anything like that, but if you spend $50 with me online, and keep in mind celebration is going on as well, so you'll get that extra too. If you spend $50 before tax and shipping with me, I will get you one of these, send it to you personalized, but you have to use this hostess code. So if you go on to my online store, which is here, robinscherzerstampin'up.net, and order $50 worth of material or product, doesn't matter what it is, whatever your heart desires. If you use this code, I will personally send you a personalized, whatever the name is you've put in, I will send you one of these bone folders. So that's only for the month of February. So the order has to be placed by the 28th. So the sooner the better. And I will get that off to you once I get it back from my sweet friend Tamara Davis. She is awesome and I love that she does this. These are actually laser engraved in there, so they're not coming off. It's not a sticker, it is engraved. So anyways, keep that in mind. I would love to give this to you if you can help me meet my goal this month. Okay, so you decide which way you want your bag to go, forward, top, bottom, I should say. So I want this to be what people see when they see my little bag. So I am going to grab my cutter scorer with multiple dog hair on it. And we're going to unlock that. And the key is knowing what you want, what paper how you want this to go, top or bottom. So this is going to be my top. You only need two numbers for scoring. You're going to score the top part at 2 inches. So I am, excuse me, I am going to score at 2 inches here. And then I'm going to turn it to the next side and score at 3 on all the rest of the sides. Oh my gosh, is that easy? You're scoring at, oops, turned it the wrong way. Scoring 3 sides at 3 inches and 1 side, the top side, at 2 inches. So make sure you're only using your scoring blade and not your cutting blade, because that can always get super ugly if you do that. And it doesn't work quite as well if you cut through it. I did make a little sheet for you to see that. So again, you're going to score the top of your bag at 2 inches. Can you see that? Sometimes I forget what you can see and can't. And then your other 3 sides at 3 inches. So what you'll need to do is grab your paper snips and you're going to do some cutting. So on one of the sheets, you're going to cut off these corners. You don't need those because those are going to be the bottom of your box. So you just want to cut those off real quick. Just use the snips. They're not going to be seen, so it doesn't matter if it's not perfect or not. If it's perfect or not, I should say. Okay, so you're just snipping off the 2 corner squares that you've created on the bottom. Keep it on the bottom, not on the top. Otherwise, you'll mess your bag up. So you can see here how I've just cut the bottom square out on one of your sheets. Don't do it on both. So on the second sheet, you're going to still be working on the bottom, and you just want to cut a flap. You don't want to cut these squares off. Please don't cut your squares off. So I just cut right up to the crosshair there from that score. So you're just cutting up to there, okay? So I'll show you what I did with, I know it's hard to see on the paper. So this is what I've done, is I've just cut like that, okay? So again, you're working off of your bottom. Now I want you to go in and fold, and give it a nice score on everything. And I'll be using my cute little bone folder. So again, if you want one of these with your name on it, place an order online using this hostess code, and I'll be happy, happy, happy to send you one. So before you put it all together, I really want you to get nice folds. You know, use your bone folder, fold it nice, and it'll make it a lot easier putting it together if you have everything nice and folded. So there you go. All right. So now you can kind of see what your bag is going to look like. And all I want you to do is make sure that your stuff is running in the right direction. Okay. Because you want it all, when it folds up, you want these guys to be going the right way and those guys to be going the right way. So before you put anything together, just kind of check that out. Make sure you're doing what you need to do. It looks like we're good right there. So the one thing I told you that you didn't do was to get a 3x6 piece of paper. It does not matter what color it is because we're covering this baby up. So all I'm doing is I'm going to put it here because I just want a little strength on the bottom, because you know the DSP can be a little lightweight, so we want to just make it a little better. So all I've done is I've put sticky strip on the bottom, and you're just gonna stick it right in there. So this will be the hardest part of this because I have no nails, and but I know you can use your poker as well, your paper piercer, to pull that off. I know some of my ladies with acrylic nails have to do that. So there we go. Whew, we did it. Okay. So don't care that it's written 3x6 on there because it's going to get covered up. So my biggest concern is getting it where it needs to be right here. Okay. So I'm just laying it down, giving it a little burnish there. And I now can start to put my box together. So the first thing I want to do is these flaps. I'm going to fold them in, and I'm going to put sticky strip on the outside of them. So, oops, let's see. I want to put some here, and I want to put some here on this side. Because what's going to happen is these are actually going to fold up into here. So you want it to have some sticky strip here and here. So I'm actually going to put some more here and here as well. Okay, so I have put sticky strip. I took the tape off of that so you didn't have to painfully watch me do it. So I have sticky strip there, there, and there. So we're going to pull this off, and you're gonna assemble this one thing at a time, because it will make it one side at a time. It'll make it a lot easier to put it together, and you won't feel like you're fumbling. So we're gonna take this and just set it right in like this, so you can keep it down Oh my gosh, how super easy is that? And then I'm just gonna give it a little. So see how the sides are? You don't even see that flap. That's what you want. You don't want anybody to see your ugly flap. That sounded funny, didn't it? Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece and just cover it up like that so you won't even see that. And that'll give it a little extra strength. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sticky strip around there too, and I'm going to do it all around all 4 sides. I always say, I called it sticky strip, didn't I? I always say you want to use tear tape or sticky strip on any kind of project that you work on. You know, you don't want it falling apart when you give it to the person. So just go ahead and use up that tear tape or sticky strip, whatever your preference is. Sometimes I use a ATG gun as well, because it really sticks. So, okay. So I've taken the sticky strip off of this, and I've actually added sticky strip to these sides. So I want you to put long strips of tear tape or sticky strip there, but we're going to go ahead and start to assemble this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this right on top of it at the score lines. And you could do it opposite, where that slides in here and then you don't see that. But I'm just going to give it a little burnish here to make sure it's nice and sticky down there. Okay. So now we're coming to the side where you want to take the rest of your sticky strip off here. And again, I would do it one side at a time. It just makes it a little bit easier to handle. So I'm setting it down so it'll sit right on those score lines. And then I'm going to bring it up. And again, I'm going to just rub my bone folder in there, make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to take the sticky strip off of this side and do the same thing. So again, if you're on a flat surface, it does tend to work a little nicer that way. So I'm just going to bring her right up there. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, you guys. Okay. So there you have it. It's so cute. So cute. Oh my gosh. So I look at this as the back side. If you wanted to put a little glue dot there to put that down, you could absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of press into the sides, so it gives it a little bit of kind of more of a crease, you know, like as a bag would. So, and I'm just going to do that. Not going down the whole side or anything. I'm just kind of to give it a little bit more looking like a bag. Okay. And now I got myself some fresh fig ribbon. This is the finely woven ribbon that you can get in the annual catalog, finely woven 1.5 inch ribbon. And then I'm going to use this is the 1/8 circle punch. So I just kind of eyeballed it. I know some people are much more picky than I am, but I'm just going to kind of eyeball it right there and then do the same across. You could even kind of go, oh, where did it go here? And go. And what I did is I would put this through the hole, and don't use a real big hole, because otherwise you're going to have to tie huge knots on the other side to hold them into place. That's what I did the first time. There you go. And then grab it on the other side, bring it through, and then you want to just tie a knot so it doesn't come back out, if that makes sense. If I can tie a knot on camera. Huh. Okay. Hello. The key here is being smarter than the ribbon. Okay. So then you can see when you pull it all the way through, I'm going to trim this off a little bit with my ribbon scissors. But when you can pull it, you pull it through then. Okay, so I do have now both my little handles on. Isn't this just the most adorable little bag you've ever seen? I mean, come on, you guys. Now you can go make a card that matches. Oh, and I cut the ribbon at about 20 inches or so, give or take. Don't be afraid to use a little bit too much, because you want to be able to, you know, hold it like that. Also, I think what I'm going to do, I don't like my little flaps coming up there in the back, so excuse me, I'm going to take some glue dots and just put that down on the corner so it doesn't flap around in the breeze, and then it won't get caught up on anything and come off embarrassingly, right? Rip it apart. So I'm just going to do that real quick. So there you go. Again, I just love this bag. It's super simple. It's sweet. Oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, you want somebody to have a baby now, right? So you can give this to them. I know I do. So anyways, it won't be me, but somebody. So there's the cute bag. Super, super simple. So if you would like one of my bone folders with my Robin Stampin' Hood and with your name, not my name, go ahead and place an order at www.robinscherzer.stampinup.net and use hostess code Q6DPKRQU, and I will send you one of these if you spend $50 or more before tax and shipping. And remember that you'll also get a Stampin' Up! Product for free when you spend $50. This offer is good through February 28th, 2018. Help me meet my goal, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for stopping in, and happy stamping.